Today's top professionals know that it's the ultimate challenge to make not only sound business decisions, but better decisions than their competitors make. Good decision-making will allow the company to survive and prosper. An organization that fails to manage strategically is at risk of losing in the short term and in the long term as well.
Just plain fun, fun, Southwest fun.
Southwest Jungle is the tendency to move when you're feeling good, when you're in the groove.
He may not always look the part, but Herb Kelleher is considered one of the most savvy strategic managers in the airline industry. And his company, Southwest Airlines, is a good example of an organization whose success can be directly attributed to managing with strategy.
You know, really, there's not a lot of virtue in being able to convey someone safely in an airplane from point A to point B. If they get off the airplane and said, "Hey, I can't believe it, you know, I made it," you wouldn't have a very good airline. So you're really looking for much more than that at Southwest Airlines, and that is you want them to get off the airplane, first of all, with a smile on their faces. They've had a nice experience.
The commercial airline industry is an extremely competitive one, and Southwest has been able to stay competitive during the turbulent times of price wars and fluctuating federal costs and regulations.
Oh, I was never scared that we wouldn't make it. I was basically angry about the fact that they were trying to prevent us from making it, and that really was a tremendous motivation for me.
Though there are many factors at work that give Southwest a competitive advantage, the basis of the company's success lies in their strategic planning and management practices.
In 1994, Southwest began service to the Northwest, giving competition to companies like United Airlines Shuttle, ValueJet Airlines, and Continental Light.
This was a bold move, but due to good decisions by management, based on initial strategic goals, traffic is building in all the cities in the region, and Southwest seems to be holding its own against the competition. At the same time, Southwest, which has the lowest cost per seat in the industry, has managed to push costs even lower. The expansion to the Northwest is just one example of many difficult challenges the company has been able to overcome. There is a lot of unity and company pride at Southwest. Employees are able to look at the big picture rather than just one small part of running an airline.
We're all in it together. Our aircraft mechanics, for example, I mean, they come over and they help our ticket agents if we've got a wheelchair that's coming off a flight, an electric wheelchair. I mean, there's no boundaries, there's no walls there that separate one job description from another. Everyone is there to help out. We look at it as we're all here for one purpose, and that's to serve our customers.
The computer can never be a substitute for the human heart. What you have to do, really, I think, is have an affair of the heart with your own people and with your customers. And if that involves perhaps being a little different personally, or perhaps being a little different as a company, that's good, not bad.
From the beginning, Herb Kelleher and company developed a strategy based on regional markets. They had seen another fledgling airline, People's Express, try to take on national carriers and fail. Regionally, they could fly shorter routes with their more efficient Boeing 737s. In formulating a strategy, they also decided to put a heavy emphasis on customer service. Southwest expected customers to appreciate an airline that out-hustled and out-charmed the competition. Very early on, Herb Kelleher and his management team identified human resources as being an area where they could gain a competitive advantage over other, larger airlines. They were committed to making Southwest a really great place to work. This concept was immediately embraced and implemented by managers at every level of the company. Managers at Southwest realized that human resources are one of its most vital assets.
Southwest Airlines is not a company, in my opinion. It is a family with everybody well-loved, well-regarded, well thought of, and very important to each other personally.
By creating and maintaining a comfortable and fun working environment, they are able to attract the best employees and motivate them to provide the best possible service to their customers.
In 1996, Southwest expanded into Florida with 52 flights to Tampa, Orlando, and Fort Lauderdale.
We're proud to be part of the Team Southwest. Shovel fine, shovel, shovel fine, shovel fine, fine, shovel fine, fine, shovel just plain fine. Shovel fine, shovel.
The organizational culture of a company defines what is important to the organization. At Southwest, customer satisfaction, safety, and a high level of consistency are paramount to the company's success. The service-oriented attitude is shared by every Southwest employee.
Southwest is a company that has grown with teamwork. From the very beginning, the few employees that they had felt that they were part of a strong team and they worked together. And now, though we have 12,000 employees, we're trying to keep that small company atmosphere around, and we spend a lot of time and effort working on making sure that we have a strong, united team, and we try to hire good team players.
We don't require that you have any particular type of personality, that you act in any particular way. We're not trying to put you into a little mold and deprive you of your individuality and your personality. What we want you to do is be liberated.
I think it's one of the best places to work because it starts with the #1 guy, who is Herb Kelleher, and he's got such a fun attitude, and it rolls all the way down to, right to us. And you just enjoy coming to work every day because we do have a good time here and we work hard.
We try and commend the employees on a daily basis. When a job is done well, we make it a point to go and tell that agent that you've done an excellent job and we appreciate it. Doing that goes a long way in recognizing the agents, and when it comes time for them to put out that extra effort, they do so because they feel appreciated. They feel like they are part of something.
In today's fast-changing business environment, organizations need a culture that values the ability to be flexible. Being able to modify parts of an organization's structure, processes, or goals enables companies to stay competitive. At Southwest, the voice of the employee is highly regarded. They meet in formal and informal groups and teams to share ideas and concerns that affect the organization as it changes. Organizational strategy is linked directly to the way the organization is structured. Good strategy has allowed the pieces to fall into place for Southwest and Herb Kelleher.
And we want all of our people to have that attitude where you look beyond yourself and you say, I'm part of something that has a grandeur to it, that makes me bigger than I am, that makes me prouder than I otherwise would be. We're looking to create an institution that far outlives me, that provides a lot of psychic value as well as monetary value for thousands of people to come in many generations to come.